The message lit up my phone, cutting through the dimness of our bedroom like a knife. Don't wait up. Late meeting with James. My thumb hovered over the reply button, heart pounding, a cold ache spreading through my chest. I typed, deleted, typed again. Finally, I sent, hope you and James enjoy. The words tasted bitter, like metal. I stared at the screen, waiting for the typing dots to appear, but nothing. Just silence, heavy as the ring I twisted on my finger. Claire had been distant lately, her laughter shorter, her gaze quick to dart away whenever I asked about her day. The office had become her excuse. Long hours. Tight deadlines. And James. Always James. Her co-worker, all charm and confidence, who I'd met once at a company dinner. His hand had lingered too long on her arm. She'd laughed too hard at something he said. I'd told myself it was harmless. Just work. Just a joke. But now, with that message glowing at 10:17 p.m., doubt gnawed at me like an animal that had finally caught scent of blood. The apartment was too quiet. The kind of quiet that makes every creak sound like an accusation. The fridge hummed. The rain tapped against the window. I paced the living room, city lights bleeding through the glass. Her perfume clung to the couch, jasmine, and something sharper, like regret. I poured a whiskey, the cold glass grounding me, and sank into the chair where we used to sit together for hours, tangled in conversation and laughter. Those nights felt like they belonged to someone else now. I tried to reason with myself. Claire was driven, always had been. Late meetings weren't new. James was her boss, that was all. But the memory of her phone buzzing at 2 a.m. last week clawed its way back. Her quick swipe to silence it. Her excuse, it's my sister. But her sister never texted after midnight. I'd wanted to believe her. I really had. Because believing her was easier than facing what might be true. Then, ping. A message. What's that supposed to mean? I'm working. Relief and suspicion collided inside me. She'd replied, but the words felt defensive, too sharp. Like she'd been caught off guard. I typed back, just what I said. Have a good night. Sent it before I could stop myself. The whiskey burned going down, my hands trembling. No reply came. I couldn't stay still. I grabbed my coat and left, the rain slicing across my face as I walked, not even sure where I was headed until I saw her office tower rising in the distance, all glass and steel and judgment. The lobby was empty. The security guard barely looked up as I stood outside, staring through the rain-streaked windows. The 12th floor, her floor, was dark. No late meeting. No James. My gut twisted. Back home, I opened the location-sharing app, the one we'd installed for safety, not suspicion. Her dot pulsed at a downtown hotel. The kind with velvet ropes and $20 cocktails. My mind spun. James's hand on her arm. Her sudden return to that red lipstick she hadn't worn since we were first dating. I wanted to call her, demand the truth, but instead I just sat there, frozen, staring at that blinking dot, each pulse hammering against my chest. The door burst open at 10:04 a.m. Claire stood there, drenched, her coat plastered to her, eyes wild and rimmed with smeared mascara. What the hell was that text? She demanded, her voice trembling. You think I'm cheating? I stood, whiskey glass still in my hand, my throat raw. Are you? Her face crumpled. She didn't answer. She dropped her bag, and as it fell open, I caught a glimpse, a flash of red silk. A scarf I'd never seen before. Where were you, Claire? I asked quietly, stepping closer, the air between us thick with everything we weren't saying. A meeting, she whispered, but her voice broke, and her eyes fell to the floor. Her fingers worried the edge of her coat. With James, she said. I told you there wasn't any meeting. I even went to your office. It was dark. My words came out hard, each one like a stone hurled into the fragile space between us. Her breath caught, and for a second I thought she'd crack, confess, let everything pour out like the rain against the windows. Instead, she laughed, a harsh, empty sound. You checked on me? God, do you hear yourself? You're paranoid. Then why does your phone say you're at the Meridian Hotel? I held it up, the glowing map between us. Her face went pale. Her lips parted, but nothing came out. The silence between us roared. It's not what you think, she finally whispered, her voice trembling. James is going through a rough time. He needed someone to talk to. We just got drinks. Drinks? At a hotel. At midnight. My tone was flat, but inside everything was collapsing. Anger, heartbreak, the desperate need to still believe her, all twisting together. Why didn't you just tell me? I asked. Because I knew you'd react like this, she snapped, tears spilling now. You don't trust me. You never have. I wanted to shout that she'd given me every reason not to. Every late night. Every vague excuse. Every time she guarded her phone. It all chipped away at what little faith I had left. But the words died in my throat, suffocated by the memory of her smile on our wedding day, the way she'd said forever under the stars. Show me your phone, I said before I could stop myself. Her eyes widened, a flicker of panic, and in that instant, I knew. The truth lived in her hesitation, in the way her hand twitched toward her bag like she could protect what was inside. Mark, please, she whispered. Don't do this. But I was already reaching, already pulling her bag away. She lunged for it, too late. The screen lit up in my hand, message after message from James. Miss you already. Last night was incredible. Can't wait to see you again. Each one cut deeper than the last. Claire sobbed, reaching for me, but I stepped back. The phone shook in my grasp. How long? I asked, my voice cold, unfamiliar. It was a mistake, she cried. It didn't mean anything. I love you, Mark. I swear. But her words felt hollow, crumbling to dust. I kept scrolling until one message stopped me cold. Tell him tonight or I will. Sent an hour ago. I looked at her, this woman I'd loved for 7 years, and saw a stranger. His making you choose, I said quietly. So what's it going to be, Claire? Her eyes met mine, and I saw the answer there, the truth she couldn't speak. She already had. Outside, the rain beat harder, a relentless rhythm as I set her phone down and walked past her, out into the storm, leaving behind everything we'd ever been.